does empty out multiple items. Let's try a lot. Right, so you can see it does its job. It just kind of fires the things out. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Minecraft Playing with Fans episode 5. So we've done some enchanting. As you can see, we've spent some of our levels. We did get the Fortune 3 Unbreaking 3 pick when we last left off. We've also got ourselves a Sharpness 4 Looting 3 sword, and a Luck of the Sea 3 fishing rod, which I'm actually about to improve right now. Now, if you haven't used the Luck of the 3 fishing rod in the newer updates, it is way more beneficial than it used to be. And in fact, you can fish up many a enchanted bow. You can see we got one with mending there. And fishing rods, which actually we want to go with this one so we can get mending on it. And I think we have enough experience to do that. Let's see how this works. 20... See if I do it the other way around. 6. That's definitely the cheaper option there. And then if we do that, we should be able to take this one, which has Lure 2 on it. The Unbreaking is sort of a waste, but it's so much faster once you get Lure 3, and that is a perfect fishing rod. And I think we're just going to call it the Sparkling Lure. Yeah, that'll work. And now we have a perfect fishing rod for which to go fishing with, but that's not what this episode's going to be about. No. Simply getting some use out of our enchanting table to keep our levels low, because, as I'm sure you know, you gain levels faster when the levels are lower, or rather it takes fewer experience orbs to level up, and then we'll just put that right there. Hey, the sparkling lure. Great. Okay, so what's on the agenda for today is we're going to get some redstone contraptions working. Nothing too cosmic or fancy. We are going to start automating sugarcane production so we can get rid of this unsightly coast here and then stop having to worry about harvesting it constantly. But the first thing I want to do is something kind of small and simple. And that is we're going to start automating the production of our chickens so we don't have to worry about feeding them seeds unless we want to. Well, first things first, let's go ahead and clear their path so they can escape the little pit that we've created for them. And in fact, what I want you to do, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get them interested in coming out over here. Wonderful. We'll put the seeds back. Oh my goodness, with the cattle. Let's see, dispensers, redstone, comparator. That's pretty good. No, we're going to need some hoppers, actually. Oh, you're back down there. I'll have to fix you up pretty good. No, so we're going to go and get some iron to make some hoppers. We cut through our tree farm once already. It was pretty dense. It took quite a bit to get through it, but we've got a lot of timber now. I organized my chests a little bit so we can kind of have some food. We got some food and, wooden fuel. Here we're doing the kelp. Got some random bits and bobs here. We're not going to need the observer yet. That's going to be for the sugarcane. But we're going to get the chickens automated. So what we're going to do is set up a little system where the hoppers will catch the eggs that the chickens lay and then shoot them out of a dispenser into another room. And that will hopefully keep them nice and populated without having to worry about breeding them. Let's see. That should work. 2, 3 maybe. No, we're going to need 4. 3, and I guess we'll just hold on to all this iron. There's no reason not to. We're not really going anywhere dangerous. There we go. 4 hoppers. There you go. And we'll make a little bit of carpet to cover them up and make them look nice. And then we'll have chickens growing in a room so that we can get all the feathers we need. Start playing around with that. Now I have been using the fishing rod to get things like name tags and such and saddles, so we are going to eventually get to where we start getting some animals. We're just not there yet. There are other things that I want to take care of. I think we're going to take one pair of seeds just in case. Grab some of this wool and make some... Oh, we haven't made a flag yet either. Well, we'll have to do that before too long. Make ourselves our banner. So let's go ahead and block that up. Hopefully they won't come over this way. Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. We're going to get some hoppers, let's see, down here, and then into that one. No. Let's put the down hopper there. And we'll go this one into that one, and this one into that one. And then we get some carpet on it. There you go. Looks really nice and pretty now. Let's go ahead and attract our chickens over this way. Come on. No. No, go in the pit. I promise you it's perfectly safe. Go in the pit. Go in the pit. No. Oh, you would do that, wouldn't you? We'll put some glass here eventually so that we can keep an eye on them, but for now we're just going to get them trapped so that we can work on our dispenser. No! Come back, my chicken. Come back. No, no. Playing with chickens. Come on. Ooh, oh, that's tough. Oh, that's tough. Sorry about your luck there. That's tough. Alright, so over here, I think we're just going to cut ourselves a little passageway. And we'll pretty it up later. Oh my goodness. The animal sounds. Ooh, some iron. Sure, I'll take that. Why not? Here we are. With a pick. Good thing I had nothing on me. Well, that is the way to travel the end, for sure. Let's work our way over here a little bit. Bound to find these hoppers here soon. Ooh, no, we're not low enough. Stay back. No. No, you don't. Stay back. Really? Well, there you go. Now you're dead. Now you're dead. So we actually want to go down a level. No, not quite to there. Down another level. There we go. Wonderful. Okay, so here's our hopper system right here. Look at that. We've got coal. All kinds of stuff. Waste not, want not. We're going to go ahead and collect it. Alright, and we will have to pretty it up later. Let's see. Hoppers are all feeding properly. This is the one they're going to. Okay, good. So, to set this up... Oh my goodness, with the cattle. Oh my goodness. I didn't bring any melted stone, so I'm going to have to come back and do that later. But this should give us the room we want to work with here. Okay, so let's get ourselves... We'll just put a little block down here. Just to give us some place to put the dispenser. Now, I want the dispenser to fire this way. This is going to be our pen of chickens. So the way it's going to work is these hoppers are going to feed into this dispenser. And then... Hold on, don't tell me. Don't tell me it'll come to me. We're going to get a comparator coming out of this, right, so it can detect that there are items in the dispenser, which that's kind of what we want. We're going to continue the granite theme just because it's what we have. We're going to put this here. Give ourselves a bit of redstone, which should be powered ever so slightly. And then let's see, we're going to come with a torch off of this block like this. Maybe, maybe not. It has been a while. No, it hasn't. It hasn't been that long. So we're gonna need to wear this down here. Right, like that. Let's get ourselves a little bit of light, shall we? Shed some light on the situation. There we go. Light that up like that. Yeah, we don't want the torch there. That wouldn't make sense. And then we're going to feed this right back around. No, no cobblestone. Oh, I'm trapped. Nope. Unacceptable. Feed this right back around like this. And let's see. Okay, so it works as long as it doesn't get overfilled. All right, it is doing what it's supposed to be doing. I don't think this design is going to work. I mean, obviously, if it gets backfilled, we're going to have a problem. We'll leave it as is for now. But what we're going to do with that is we need to make a nice little area for the chickens to gather. Oh, me and my not bringing any melted stone. What a goof. That's okay. This cattle is wearing on me a little bit, but this is the basic design of it. And then chickens will lay their eggs, the eggs will get shot out of this dispenser, and the chickens will just slowly but surely fill up this area down here, provided we don't have a way for them to get out, which we're not going to. There we go. And then I think we'll set up another gate system maybe here, and of course I'll widen it out. We'll clean it out a little bit. We'll get it looking nice. But that's the basic idea. It's simple. Again, I don't think this design will handle it if it backs up, as you saw, multiple eggs in the dispenser. Let's try... What if I go like this? Okay, no, it does empty out multiple items. Let's try a lot. Right, so you can see it does its job. It just kind of fires the things out. The dispenser doesn't really accept more than one at a time. There you go. Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. Let's go ahead and close it off. So the chickens should just pile up in here, but they're going to be able to get out, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. With the barnyard animals. No, let's go get some stone. We'll pretty it up a little bit. We're going to have to automate these as well eventually. All the little things that you have to do, the little chores, it's so much better once you automate it. So that's what we're going to start working on for this episode, is kind of showing off some of the automation we're going to be putting into place. Some of the automation that I consider to be more important. I don't know. I guess we'll start a little chicken pile here, and the feathers will go in here. Nowhere for the feathers. For shame. I took these seeds with me. We don't need the torch. That's fine. This area is going to have to be cleaned up as well. I don't like having to use these stairs to get down to my strip mine, and we don't really have a nice looking strip mine yet. We sort of just have this rough look here. We have got plenty of diamonds from this strip mine, though. We're doing pretty well on that. There's our stone. We'll put the cobblestone here. We'll put the iron there that we haven't smelted yet. Okay, we're getting some organization. A lot of my time and energy was spent on the ancient library, though, because really I was dying to get enchantments going, and I always kind of spend a little bit of time on my enchanting area. So we couldn't make any exception. Oof. All these little things. Now I know you can automate furnaces, but then you don't get all this wonderful experience from simply burning kelp. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We're ending up with quite a surplus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're just going to keep them burning. And we're also going to start smelting our cobblestone so we can make stone bricks. That'll be kind of more in the next episode, though, as the next episode is going to be us starting our nether portal. It's about time we punched that card. But I have to go down here and take care of the stone. Or else, as the eggs get dispensed and hatch, they'll start to wander back into all the redstone mechanisms, and I don't want that. I can come down here and make it look nice later, but I don't want to have to be chasing chickens out of the repeaters and all the little hidden area and stuff back there, so... that granite, I do not like that. We're going to block that up and get an egg fired at us. That's fine. We'll have to figure out a way to get down there and get back up later. We'll use something similar to this, sort of with a path, walk around, and... oh my goodness. Oh, need to kill some cattle. No, not right now. Okay, so next on our list is going to be the sugarcane area. So we can start to automate it. So let's go ahead and pull up everything we have here, because I am tired of the coast looking like this. My goal, my design for this little area here, while we're still working on the basics, not quite the basics, but you know, the early game stuff. My goal is to make this sort of like a traveler's hub for the coast. It's not too far from spawn, but it's right on the edge of this ocean, and in fact, you can take the river, much like I did from where the spawn is to get here. So my thought process is here we'll have a, you know, a place to eat, a place to sleep, grab some maps, some boats, underwater exploration type stuff, all the goodies that you would need if you're coming to the coast. And then at some point we'll end up late game. The goal is going to be to build something nice and fancy underwater, maybe tie it into this somehow, or I don't know, maybe we'll go out a little further. But that's a little bit ahead of where we are. Let's stay focused. We're not going to need that much. I mean, realistically, I'm just going to show you the basics of how simple it is to automate your sugarcane, because it's really not cosmic at all. So we're going to need an observer, and we'll get some sand. We don't have enough sand. Okay. What am I going to need? I'm going to need 8. There you go. We'll just cut our coast back a little bit. This is going to become a dock eventually, like a little area to park ships, and we'll have a little designated fishing area, maybe some shelter. Sand, sugarcane, observer. We've got redstone, repeater, water bucket. We need some pistons. So we're going to make a few of those. What are we missing? We're missing wood. Oh, look, and we have an extra one. No, we do have an extra one. Let's see. 4. And then we're actually short on cobblestone, of all things. That's okay. We have more. Now, I thought long and hard about where I was going to put this sugarcane automation. But really, I find the easiest way to tile it is to tile it upwards. So because of that, 1, 2, 3, and what? 1 more. 8. Okay. 8, 8, 8. Good. Wonderful. Now, in case you're wondering why 8, that's because a water bucket will flow 8 squares after you drop it, and we need to have the water kind of helping us push the sugarcane in the direction it's going to go. This is going to be taken care of at some point, this little path here. So the sugarcane, we're going to tile up and down, and for that reason, we want to do the pickup area for the chest sort of down here. So I'm just gonna cut into this wall a little bit and hollow some area out, and then we'll get with the building of it. Okay, we're back. I had to go and get quite a few things, actually. I was a little bit short on estimating what it was that I wanted to do. Let's see, we're going to need another hopper. That should cover us. Okay, so what I've done is I kind of just dug us out a little area here to work. I put a regular chest in the bottom and a trapped chest on the top, and by doing that, you can stack them on top of each other, and they won't interfere with each other. And then the idea is we'll go one hopper into this one and one hopper. Yeah, hoppers are going to be here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start to box the whole thing in. And then glass. We can put some glass here. Aha, see, that's why I just have some lime stained glass, because I think that will exactly not interfere with the chest, but still make sure that everything sort of falls where it needs to fall. So we'll block that up. So the water is going to come this way. So what's going to happen is we're going to use some of these oak logs in this direction, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We have to go one further. Now, really, how you want to make this construction look is up to you. I have a certain look that I like. I like to use stripped wooden logs. I think those look kind of nice. And let's see. Well, we can fill that in later. Or no, we're going to fill that in now. That's right. That's what the stone brick is for. Very good. And then we have to lay out our sand, right? Why? Because I like my sugarcane to be on sand. Yes, I know it grows on dirt, but to each their own. It's all about the aesthetics. The devil is in the details, as they say. And then from here, we're going to continue up the glass. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So over here, we're going to put this block, and this is just sort of our proof of concept that we're going to put the torch up here and then drop the water. Boom, perfect. And that will carry our sugarcane over to the hopper as it is plungered. I've done this improperly because I don't want the pistons on this side. I need the pistons on this side. And not that it was improperly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're infinite end ships. All right. So the sand actually needs to be on this side. That's just as well. Let's go ahead and dig up our sand here, because instead this is where the green glass goes, like this. That way you can see all the wonderful magic as it's happening and everything being swept down by the water. So then what we'll do, put our stone bricks here, and then the sand will go up top here. Perfect. Okay, back to what we were doing. Bucket of water goes there. And I think we're going to continue the stone brick system here. Now you can tier this and tile this in a lot of different ways. But this is sort of the way that I like to do it, is to tier it up so that everything just sort of gets swept into a little column here, and we just make it to where it just goes all the way down. So from here, we're going to go ahead and plant our sugarcane. perfect. We have lots and lots, much more than 8. And the thing of it is that because we have so much, it's actually going to take time to get this thing built with any speed. And what I mean by that is that the sugarcane is going to take quite a while to grow if we just settle with 8, which is why, of course, we're not going to settle with 8, but that's how we're starting it for now. But what we're going to do is we're going to set up an observer to detect the top of the sugarcane as it grows over here. We're going to carve this back a little bit. Oh, we're going to break our pick. Goodness me. And all of that stuff is getting swept into the hopper. That's fine, that's fine. This area is going to need to be carved out a lot. But it's important to get one of these started soon if you can, because even if you only do 8, which is sort of the minimum that you have to do, you can at the very least have it working for you while you're doing other things. And anything that you can automate to be hands-free that works while you don't have to be there will build up very quickly over time as you're doing other things. You won't have to worry about it very much at all. And this is where our pistons come in. See, that's what I was afraid of. It'll make me jump, that's fine. Oh, goodness. Okay. Right, so now all we need is an observer, which I guess we're going to build a wall up here, then I'm going to step around it in this direction, like this. Okay, we're going to put a block here because the observer is going to detect for changes and block updates on a particular block. Oh, why are you... No. Yes, perfect. Okay. So this is the side that observes. This is the side where the redstone comes out of. It's going to look different in your resource pack, I'm sure, but you could just follow the arrow on the side of the block. And in fact, before we start wiring these pistons to do their thing, there we go, torch down. All right, so the pistons actually need to be down low because we don't want... There we go. We don't want the pistons, as they trigger, to trigger the observer to update again, because then you get in that infinite feedback loop we found ourselves in. And, you know, that's no good. Who wants an infinite loop like that? Well, since we've already torn up the andesite, we might as well use our stone bricks. Sometimes stuff can be very, very self-critiquing. Let's go like that. Okay. I think that'll look, yes, that looks all the same. Very good. The only thing we'll have to do is we'll have to figure out a place to get light because I guess we'll do that like that for now. Eventually we'll get some glowstone in there. I really like the way glowstone works with sugarcane. But again, I want to get this automated before I start going to the nether and doing all that. So it's kind of the same thing, only instead of doing the top bit, we're going to do the bottom bit. And that's because if it wasn't obvious that not only do we want to break both tiers of the sugarcane, because we don't want to just harvest the very top of it, we want to harvest all of it, but also it won't go into an infinite loop. So take 2 with the sugarcane farm. And as you can see, it is not flawless. There will be some loss. Looks like 2 of them out of the how many, but let's see how many ended up making it down here. 7, 10. Not bad. So 17 with a loss of 2. It's not perfect, but it is incredibly simple. And you can just repeat this process over and over again in a variety of ways. You could have the sugarcane farm extend laterally, in which case you could just have the next water section, spilling over just on top to drop it down here. But if you do that, of course, you need to consider where your observer is and how you're going to get the redstone to wire up to the next bunch. And then, of course, you're going kind of down at a slope, so it's not perfectly lateral. You can use soul sand in water now to create bubble columns to shoot inventory up. So like if I decide later I don't really want this stuff to go down here and I want the sugarcane chest to be up top, I could just build a column of water that shoots upwards and deliver all the sugarcane up to the surface. I think we're going to keep it here for now though. In fact, I'm even going to leave this little glass open so I can clean it up and maintain it, get this coal taken care of, and figure out how I want the next tier to go. But that's the gist of it, and this will run itself. This needs no intervention from me at all, and it just will slowly over time fill up the chests with sugarcane. Which is great because the next big thing we're going to build after we go to the Nether is a map room. But that's a couple episodes out, and you need lots of paper for a map room. So here we are at the end of the episode. This has been Minecraft Playing with Fans episode 5. We've automated some chicken egg smashing and some sugarcane farms, and getting ready to go to the Nether in the next episode. But I hope you had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. Just remember, if you have had a good time watching, be sure and hit that like button. And if you want to see my videos as soon as they come out, be sure and hit the subscribe button. But until next time, take care.